Hi, my name is Tori Sharp, and I am a children's graphic novelist, author, illustrator. I had my first book come out this week. I have it right here. It is a children's graphic memoir for ages 8 to 12. It is called Just Pretend, and this is a character based on me. Since it's a memoir, I'm essentially the main character. It's a story about having divorced parents and like growing up in multiple homes, and how my best friend and I would write stories to process the changes that were happening in our lives. Another kind of big thing that happened in my life recently was that I was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. And since this is a memoir and this character is based on me, it seems kind of related, and I thought I would make a video talking about that. So, first of all, I want to say that because I was undiagnosed when I wrote this book, I was not intentionally writing a character who is autistic. So I don't necessarily want people to think of Tori in the book as an autistic protagonist. I think that you can go through and probably notice some signs of autistic traits, and I would like to make a more thorough video pretty soon where I can actually go through the book and point out a lot of the things that I noticed that I chose to include that are definite signs of autism, especially quieter presentations of autism, as they're called, where it's probably not as obvious right away when you meet me that I am an autistic person. So yeah, both for your benefit and mine, because I love the topic of neurodivergence, and I would love to go through this book and just kind of pick apart some of those decisions that I made when I was writing this a couple years ago. And I also want to talk about storytelling as an autistic person, because I think that there is a fundamental difference to how people on the autism spectrum approach writing books. And I don't think that that means they're only for neurodivergent people, and I don't think that we can't, as neurodivergent people, appreciate books written by neurotypical people. But it just could be fun to talk about, especially because Just Pretend has a really strange storytelling structure, where there are a lot of very quick events, a lot of scenes that just take a couple of pages, and you move so quickly through all of these really little details. I think that's a pretty clear indication of storytelling from an autistic perspective, because autistic people are drawn to details, and we tend to be bottom-up thinkers in that we hone in on the minutia of something and then extrapolate the whole from it, as opposed to how most people's brains are inclined to see the whole picture first and then narrow in over time on the details. Yeah, so that is actually all I really wanted to say today. I'm not gonna get super into my own diagnostic criteria right now. That's not really the point of this video. I just wanted the release of Just Pretend to have this context. I've been meaning to make this video for a month, and my life has been bonkers recently, so I wasn't able to get this out before the release, but it's the same week. I'm counting that as a victory, and I just want any autistic readers who pick up Just Pretend to know that it was also by an autistic person. That's pretty much it. And oh yeah, one other reason I didn't want to list all of my secrets, all of the reasons that I'm autistic, all of the idiosyncrasies about myself that stood out to the diagnostician and made her decide to give me the autism diagnosis, is it's not that important right now. It's more important for me that you see me as a person and you take what you get. There is as much diversity within the autistic community as there is within the neurotypical community. Good luck if you don't understand that. Talk to more autistic people, and maybe read more books by autistic people too. She just really wanted to be in the movie, so we're gonna start with this shot, I guess. Oh.